New LA County DA George Gascón promised criminal justice reform, but some say he's gone too far, only caring about the defendants and not the victims or their families.
Tonight, Gina Silva speaks with the widow of a murdered LA County Sheriff Sergeant who says all she wants is justice.
To the world, Steve was one person, but to me, he was my world.
Tania Owen misses her husband, Steve Owen, every single day.
I love the size of the cross because it's a nice way to honor my husband.
On October 5th, 2016, LASD Sgt. Steve Owen was killed execution style in this parking lot in Lancaster. Investigators say this man pulled the trigger. Trenton Lavelle, a reported gang member and parolee.
That day, he murdered my husband, but he might as well shot me as well. He has destroyed our family.
He wounded Sergeant Owen. The defendant wounded him. Sergeant Owen was helpless on his back, and this defendant walked over to him, put the gun about a foot away from his face, fired into Sergeant Owen's face 3 more times, killing him, and then shot his badge.
Attorney Matt Murphy represents the Owen family. He says Lavelle then shot at responding deputies as he was trying to flee. Then he held 2 teenagers hostage.
He kept them in their home at knife point, not allowing them to leave.
The SWAT team eventually took Lavelle into custody. Tania wants to see him prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
We want justice to be served because this individual is just a danger to society. He's an animal, and there's really no reason for him to be out on the streets.
But under George Gascón's new policies, capital punishment, as well as all special enhancements and special circumstances, are off the table. That includes killing an officer in the line of duty.
By dismissing all of those, we're talking about a situation where it is conceivable. There's a lot of moving parts. It is conceivable that this guy could spend less than 6 years in state prison for the cold-blooded murder of a police officer. Because it is astonishing what George Gascón is trying to do.
Millie is Sergeant Owen's mother.
It just took us right back to the very beginning and to the death itself. I think, how can he even begin to think? Is he not listening to the victims? It's so disturbing. I can't even begin to put it all in words.
Their anger and disappointment has led Millie and Tania to join the growing Facebook group Recall George Gascón. Their message to the new DA?
And I would tell him that his days are numbered because I will do everything in my power to unite with whomever I need to make sure that he is recalled.
We tried to get a response from George Gascón, but his office refused to comment. So far, the DA has not filed to dismiss the special circumstances in this case. The next court hearing has been scheduled for February 22nd. I'm Gina Silva, Fox 11 News.